Hey guys. I know it's been like almost a year since I've actually filmed anything. Jesus Christ. I've been uploading, but I haven't been filming. I'll try to get to filming more. It's been a while. Clearly you can see there's been some stress. There's been a lot of updates. There's been a lot of things going on. It's not been a year. It hasn't been a year. I filmed this year. I just haven't uploaded it or edited it yet. Oh my god, I need to get on that. I'm so bad at editing. I don't know how to do it quickly enough. I'll figure it out. I don't have as much free time anymore to just sit and edit. And I don't have as much patience anymore to just sit and edit. I'll start getting on that this week. I think I'll try to edit some more videos and stuff this week. And I want to start trying to film some stuff more often. I want to start doing more activities, and I want to start filming them. Because today I did something social for the first time in almost 3 years. I did something actually social, which is crazy. It's been a while since I've actually hung out with a friend. And these people, I don't know them, but I met them today. I'm sorry, I'm picking at my eyebrows. Jesus Christ, gross. But I met some people today at a music festival at Han River Park. And it was really cool. It was pretty fun. My coworker has a friend he met through language exchange or something, so he's Korean. My coworker's not Korean, but my coworker's friend that he met is Korean, and so he knows a bunch of other expats and everything, and he and the expats and all that were they were at this festival, and they invited me and everything, and I of course was not good at being social, so I think I screwed it up, and I feel awkward, and I feel bad. I cried a little bit, but I don't think they saw. I didn't let a tear fall out, but I did my eyes watered a lot. Towards the end, I had a really bad time at the end. But it was my fault, and I'm super hormonal and emotional right now, so that's probably why I'm super sensitive. But it was a fun time. I just don't know how to be a person, and I could sense that they were not feeling it, and I felt disappointed in myself for not being good enough at being a person. But I don't want to cry right now, so I got to see some cool singers that I haven't seen before, that I didn't know about. I got to learn about. There's this cute, adorable little girl singer that is, her name is Minoi or something. She started as a YouTuber or something. She made videos where she would invite celebrities to her house. I guess you can just do that if you just want to do YouTube in Korea. You can just invite celebrities to your house and then they come. I guess I don't know how that's the first thing you do as a YouTuber. I don't know what her first step was, but apparently her first step was getting celebrities to her house. I don't know. I have no idea how she did that. I don't know. She must have had some kind of influence before that, but whatever. And she was really casual with them and everything, and it was such an interesting situation, because that's not usually how you are with strangers. And eyebrow hair I want to get rid of. I'm sorry, gross. I'm messing with my eyebrows too much. But she I am shaking so much. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I need to fix that. I'll fix that in editing. But she would speak really casually with them, and it was an interesting dynamic because that's not something you do in Korea. You have to be more formal with them, with people that you don't know and people that are older than you and stuff. And she was like right away, she was pretty like casual with them, so that was pretty unique. And it was pretty fun. So she then started singing on her channel, and then she became a singer, I guess. She was good. She was really sweet, very cute, adorable. Um, and I also saw Paul Kim. I did not know him before this, but I like him now. He's good. There's also Big Naughty, or Big Naughty if you say it with an English, like a regular English speaker. But the Korean is Nati, but it's based on the English naughty. Um, which I truly I don't. He wasn't big or naughty. He was a tiny, scrawny little man, barely a man. He was like born in 2003 or something. He's a child almost. He's a the smallest, youngest. Oh my god, the tiniest thing with the sweetest personality. There was nothing. He could do nothing wrong. He was just the opposite of Big Naughty, but he started as a rapper, which you have to like have like a name, I guess, that like invokes intimidation or whatever. I don't really know. And he was like a stupid teenager when he made that name. I am like gross and greasy. I'm so sorry. And then after that, we saw 10 centimeters or Ship Senti. It was cool. I mean, there were some other groups in there, some other people in there. I don't remember their names off the top of my head. Those were the three that I remember that I liked a lot. It was fun. It was a good time. I got really sunburned. You can see the line on my arm. It's like really red. That's not an exaggeration. It's like hot to the touch. I got a watch mark from my Samsung watch. So that's cool. Yeah, I love that. And lately I'm wearing like makeup on my skin, which is not usual for me. And so you can see the very different like tone in my scalp, which is very sunburned, and my skin where I had the oh, it's up there. I'm not gonna get up to get it, but I put on face makeup because I wanted to put on sunscreen on my face so I wouldn't like damage my skin on my face. Because I'm struggling right now with my face. My face is not doing well. I'm getting, like, clearly you can see acne. This is a scar because there was acne and it got infected. It got infected on my face. I didn't do anything. I've done nothing different. I just came up and then it got infected and then it didn't go away. It's like, what the heck? That's never happened to me before. It's insane. It's wild. And then the skin on my nose is coming off. It's coming. It's peeling off. Peeling off. Like peeling off. Like I can pull my skin off. I'm shedding like a lizard. What the hell? I've never, only on my nose, not anywhere else. I've never in my life had this problem before. And I don't know if you can tell. It's like, yeah, you can see right here. It's coming off. What the hell? I'm not going to go to a dermatologist about it. Because that would be the responsible thing to do. Historically, that's not what I do. So I'm going to figure it out by myself. No, I'm going to go to a clinic about it sometime. I'm going to figure it out at some point, but not right now. I'm just like really tired. a lot lately. I'm just exhausted. I'm dealing with a lot. I have to like move soon. I'm trying to move. Currently, I'm living in a part of Seoul called like Shilim, and I want to move to a part, the Itaewon area, because it's like a dog friendly area, and I want to get a dog. The problem is, it's disgusting. It's gross because everything's old and none of it is like, I mean, everything in Korea, all the buildings are gross, but I mean, everything in my price range in any country is going to be absolutely revolting and unlivable because I don't have any money, like ever. The problem is, I can't. It's so discriminatory. Like, you can't be a foreigner and have a low deposit and want to get a dog that is a Korean Jindo dog. They will not allow that. There's so much anti-Korean hate. Not anti-Korean hate. There's anti-Korean sentiment. Where anything traditionally Korean, they're like, no, get rid of it. Like, the more Korean your face is, the uglier you are, according to beauty standards here. The more Korean, the more like honey colored your skin is, the worse it is. The Eurocentric beauty standards they reign supreme here. It's revolting. It's upsetting. They don't want you to, if you look Western, their idea of Western is me. There's so much that's considered Western. I mean, whatever. I'm not getting into that today. That's a can of worms I'm not able to get into right now. But appearance wise, I'm fine. I'm lucky in terms of being a foreigner trying to get rent without being discriminated against, right? Appearance wise, I can convince people, hey, no, I'm just a sweet little lady and I won't hurt anybody. I'm not going to get discriminated against because of my appearance and nationality as a foreigner. I might get discriminated against as a foreigner, but out of all the foreigner types, I'm in the best situation. I am a woman. I am a white woman. I am not old. I am not young. I do not drink. I do not, party. I am not married. I do not have a boyfriend. I do not come from any of the countries that they see as bad. God forbid you be from South Africa. Why does everybody hate South Africa so much? In Korea, educate yourself about South Africa. Racist, disgusting, prejudiced behavior against South African people. So rude. Oh my God. But I come from one of the strong passport countries, the countries that, Korea seems to really favor. There's a lot of push and pull in Korea. So that's lucky. I'm a native English speaker. I have a good job. I have the ability to get a job very easily. All of these things work in my favor for getting an apartment. The problem is I don't have $10,000 to give for a deposit. That's what these people are asking for, a deposit. $10,000 for a deposit. A deposit. You don't get that back. That's just a gift. A gift. Oh, here, you own a building? Congratulations. Here's $50,000. Some of these deposits are 50,000 Korean won, which is a little bit less than $50,000. Just as a deposit. Excuse me? No. That's ridiculous. You own a fucking building. You own a building. You have enough money. You're done. You're getting my rent every month. That's enough for you. You should ask me for 1 month's rent in advance as a deposit. Maybe round it up to the next 1,000. That seems reasonable. If you want a tip, round it up to the next 1,000. Maybe let's say rent is 1,200. Round it up to 2,000. You get an $800 tip. Great. That's great for you. Congratulations. That's somebody else's rent. That is somebody else's rent. Be grateful. That is disrespectful of you to expect that much money from somebody just to let them live in the house. That's disgusting. Disgusting. Every landlord in every country, I don't care what your culture is, that is not acceptable. To put a paywall like that of several tens of thousands of dollars, convert that to whatever currency you want, that kind of paywall just to have a cockroach infested, mold infested 1-room studio, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's disgusting of you. You should be embarrassed. That's unreasonable. You are already charging more than you need to for this unlivable condition apartment. No. Horrible, horrible. You should feel so bad. You should be embarrassed of yourself. Awful, awful people. Disgusting. No. I'm not, that's not a culture thing. That's a greed thing. There's no reason that you need a gift of that much money. I'll give you $1,000 extra dollars. There we go. Tack on 1,000 to my 1 month in advance rent. Tack on 1,000. That's fine. Tack on 1,000. I mean, even 1,500 if I've got a pet. That'll be, the extra 500 will be for any situation that we get into. Any extra noise. This is a gift for sorry in advance for any noise, any sound, any damage. That's not my deposit. That's not my security deposit. That's just an extra, I'm sorry gift. My apologies in advance. And my thank yous for letting me have a dog in this apartment. That's 1,500. Not 10,000. Not 8,500, because that's how much extra you're asking for. Because if my rent is 1,500 per month, let's say my rent is 1,500, you're asking for 8,500 more. For no reason. For what reason? What do I get? That's nothing. You're not going to give me the deposit back. We all know you won't. There's already damage in the apartment when I move in. It doesn't matter how many timed and dated pictures I take. You're not going to give me that deposit back. You're going to take me to court over that fact. You've done it before. People have done it here before. They will never give you your deposit back in Korea. Not if you're a foreigner. Especially if you can't speak Korean. They won't do it. They don't respect you like that. They won't do that. They don't care about you. You're not a person to them. So they're grifters. They're grifting. It's disgusting. It's awful. And I have to find a place that will allow a foreigner to have this Korean dog, which is a big dog. A big dog. He's not a big dog. He's a medium-sized dog in every other country. But in Korea, where they don't believe in dogs, a golden retriever is a big dog. Girl, that is a medium-sized dog. Grow up. Put your big girl panties on and grow up. That is not a big dog. You need to relax. It's not going to hurt you. It's literally fine. You freaking out and screaming and running away is what's making it chase you. Relax, take a breath, and calm down. Like, literally, you're an adult, grow up. These people are so wild over here. They're like, if it doesn't look like a teddy bear that came to life, I don't think it's a dog and I don't want it. It's too scary for me. It's not a Polly Pocket. This is a dog. This is an animal. This is the traditional dog of Korea. This is your cultural dog. And you're, like, shitting on it. You're saying, like, no, this dog is disgusting and it's awful and it's terrible. Why? Why is this an unacceptable dog to you? This is your dog. This is your cultural dog. Why is it unacceptable? Why is it unacceptable, but a Bichon Frise is acceptable? Why is it unacceptable, but a Welsh Corgi is acceptable? Why? Tell me that. Anyone. Let me know. Why is a Shiba Inu acceptable? But a Jindo is not. I truly cannot understand. Somebody help me understand. Jindos are friendly. Jindos are sweet. Jindos are historically Korean dogs. If Jindos were going extinct, Korean people would be screaming about it. Yet if they see a Jindo, they kick it and push it to the side, and they don't treat it like it's an animal. They treat it like it's a pest. Why? I'll tell you why, but I know why. It's this anti-Korean sentiment. They don't like it because it's not Western. It's not cool. It's really sad. There's no value in these things, and it's really sad here. I mean, they're actual living creatures. These dogs are getting neglected. They're getting abused. They're getting hurt. And they're getting killed in these shelters, and nobody is willing to adopt them. Because nobody's willing to let them live in the buildings that they own. And I'm wanting one of these dogs. And I'm trying to get one of these dogs. And I'm trying to find a house that will allow me to have one of these dogs. And all of the houses in the area that will allow these dogs are absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. They're horrible. They look like crime scenes. Or if they look good, they don't have air conditioning. And they're like, oh, as a favor, the landlord will install air conditioning. Oh yeah, as a favor? Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Sorry to be a bother. It only gets to be 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius here. Oh, I'm so sorry. It only gets incredibly humid here. Oh, I'm sorry. It was only 22 degrees Celsius here today. In April, no ventilation in any of the buildings. No ventilation. Not a single air vent in this house right here that has an air conditioner that is relatively okay quality. There's bugs in the walls, probably. There's mold, but that's gonna happen. It's not a good building, but it's satisfactory. It's survivable. It's livable. It's small. It drives me up the wall, but it's tolerable. It's good. It's the best I've had in Korea so far. Can't complain that much, But in this studio, there's no air vent. Not a single vent. You gotta open the front door and open your apartment to anyone who wants to walk in. Or open your window. To the air pollution and the noise of the city, the downtown city. And the smells of the vomit and the trash outside. Really? That's the air vent? Is the fucking window? And this has an air conditioner. And I still, feel sick sometimes when it's too hot. And these places are like, yeah, no, don't worry. This one, as a favor, we'll put in an air conditioner for you. We'll do you a favor and install an air conditioner. For real? And then they're asking for $10,000 for the deposit as a gift. As a gift. For your gracious landlord. Gracious God King landlord. Oh, Jesus Christ himself come down from heaven to give you a rental house. Whoa. Oh, a tiny room infested with mold and cockroaches that he will do nothing about. Yes, he will give you a semi-basement unit with no air conditioning, no washing machine, and a mini fridge. It will be infested with everything, and he will blame you for all of the noise. He will not let your dog bark, and he will shout at you and bang on the floor every time your dog makes a sound. Yes, but because he is so gracious, he will install a air conditioner. One. Just one. Because that's all you deserve. Because you're a renter. You're poor. Like, what the hell, dude? This is South Korea. It gets hot and humid here. There should be air conditioning. People die from heat. There are heat warnings where they're like, don't go outside, you'll die. You have a semi-basement unit. Semi-basement, not basement. It's not insulated underground. It's semi-basement because it's on the top of a goddamn hill. With no air conditioning or ventilation or airflow. Really? Okay, maybe we should just put you in jail for attempted murder at this point. Because wow, that's a dungeon. That is awful. The rest of the apartment looks amazing. I would rent that if I had the $10,000 to give you for nothing, for just existing with a building, for owning a building, for having enough money to buy and own a building. Congratulations. You're rich. Here's more money as a gift. Yeah, okay. But, like, I'm never going to get over that. That's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm sorry. That's probably rude. There's probably something I don't know about it. But that's unreasonable. There's no reason. There's nothing. There's no reason for that. There's no reason. That doesn't make sense. Because if you're, let me go on for the deposit again. So I can understand if the deposit's really high and the rent is really low, right? Or maybe if like the deposit's really high and the rent is kind of medium, but the quality of the building and the maintenance is like hella great. I can understand that. If you provide excellent living conditions and maintenance on this building, if it is top-notch, high quality conditions, I get it. You are paying for a better quality existence, right? But what you're getting is a shitty building made out of paper mache and pipe cleaners and bubble gum. Because that's how buildings were and are made here. They're made fast and they're made cheap. Because a lot of them were made right after the Korean War, and they were built to be just fast buildings so the economy could get going, and then they just didn't stop building buildings that way. They were just cheap and fast, and they don't care. You can hear everything that goes on. My neighbor right there can hear every single word I'm saying, and I don't care anymore. The neighbor over there can hear everything. This neighbor. Everybody can hear everything. And that's just, there's nothing you can do. The water in the pipes is so goddamn loud, I can hear everything. I can hear the adjustment of somebody else's washing machine settings right now. They're above me. I think it's the person above me has a washing machine going. Maybe it's the person next to me. And their washing machine is getting ready to start. I can tell because I can hear the pipes adjusting the heat of the water. I've lived here long enough to know what that sound is. You could hear everything. There's no insulation in the whole country. There's no building insulation. There's no window insulation. It's nothing. It's made of nothing. There's just drywall, and then there's nothing else. It's hollow. If you punch a hole in the wall, you see your neighbor. There's nothing in between the two pieces of drywall, I think. I don't think that structurally, like, I don't think there's anything in there. There's certainly no insulation in the windows. There's certainly none there, because water will come in. That should not happen. You should not get water in. If you have water coming in your windows, that's bad. You need new windows. You need to call the window people, and you need to get them replaced. That's bad. That's why mold is growing everywhere in this country. It's because there's no insulation and there's no ventilation. So the moisture, when you shower, when you use any water, when you use an air conditioner, it's a very humid country. Most, like, half of the year is really humid. Plus, it's really rainy. There's 4 distinct seasons. 2.5 of them are like 8 months out of the 12. It's extremely humid or precipitating. And there's no ventilation. There's no outflow of air. So the humidity is not going anywhere. So what it does, you can't see it, but my air conditioner is also a dehumidifier. So basically what it does is it sucks in the humid air, and then it goes in a pipe. The water, the moisture, will go through a pipe into the wall and out a hole in the wall that was cut, presumably by my landlord, I would imagine. And it just drains into the bathroom, which is a mudroom or a wet room. So it just drains onto the floor. So it goes back into the apartment, but in the form of water. So it just drains into the drain. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't dehumidify anything. It's just taking the air out of the water out of the air and then putting the water into the floor. Like, it's not actually getting rid of the water. It's just moving it to a different part of the house. Everything is so wet here all the time, or it's so dry here that you get a nosebleed. Like, you can't, it doesn't make sense the way the buildings are made. They need to, like, change up the system of ventilation, but they won't, because they're never wrong. You can't, it just doesn't work like that. It's insane. There's got to be a better way. I'm not an engineer, and there are a lot of engineers in Korea. There's really good engineering schools, but there's got to be a different way. There has to be a different way that will keep mold from growing. It's insane. The mold cleaner industry in this country is booming. Booming. The amount of different mold cleaners that will just gas you out of your own home. You bring that spray bottle into your house and you spray it in your bathroom, you die. It's toxic. It's from Chernobyl. It's drain cleaner level toxic mold killer. And the mold will come back an hour later. It doesn't work because the mold here is stronger than anything. It's so powerful. You can't get rid of it. It's not going away. It's awful. It's terrible. The mold is horrendous, but if you clean every day, it's manageable. The problem is, like, the quality, it is not worth the amount that you pay up front. It is such a huge lump sum up front, and then still a regular amount monthly for rent. I am not going to pay $1,500 a month for basically, so here's what it is. So in Korea, because everything is, I'm in Seoul. So basically it's like New York. Think like New York. If you think like an American city, think like New York. everything has been cut in half because like a 2-bedroom apartment has now been cut into 2 chunks, so it's now a 4-bedroom. A 1-bedroom apartment is cut into 2, so now it's a 2. It's yeah. So it's a fucking nightmare. So basically, like a studio, like a one. What am I saying? Oh, a studio is essentially a closet. A 1-bedroom apartment is a studio apartment with a partition built so it looks like it's a 1-bedroom. A 2-bedroom is a 1-bedroom with another partition built, and they claim that a space where you could possibly maybe put half of a mattress is a bedroom. It's like it doesn't make sense. It's like they've tried to consolidate everything so much that there's no place to live. There's too many people. There's too many people in Seoul. There's too many people. And I don't want to be in Seoul anymore, but I have to because that's where my job is. I can't go anywhere else. But I can't like live anywhere else. That's the problem. I'm trying to get out, but in order to do that, I need to stay here for a long enough time to get out, and then I won't have this issue. Because other cities have much, much easier situations, much cheaper situations, and much more relaxed, like, deals with like dogs and stuff. The issue is with this is, I mean, rent is still like $1,500 for like a 2-bedroom, which is essentially the size of a 1-bedroom, but they've broken it into 3 different rooms. A living area, which is essentially a countertop that is taken up by a sink, so you can't even cook on the countertop. And then a cabinet, which has space enough for almost nothing. And then, maybe, if you're really lucky, maybe another countertop with a washing machine underneath it. Usually not, though. Usually the washing machines are somehow snuck into the bathroom, which is a mudroom every time. Always a mudroom. The kitchens in Korea are not kitchens. The kitchens in Korea are, a campfire would be a better version of a kitchen. I mean, Bear Grylls, when camping in the bottom of the Grand Canyon, I think Bear Grylls would turn down an option of one of these Korean apartment kitchens. I think he'd say, no thank you, I can do better with a bottle of my own piss and a piece of flint. I can't imagine how that's a kitchen. I never use my kitchen. I have a toaster oven, air fryer thing, and then a table, and then I literally am eating right now. This was my dinner. You don't need a kitchen. There's no oven. There's no ovens. There's no ovens in the whole country. There's no ovens. You buy a separate oven. It's a toaster oven. You buy an oven. There's no stoves. Mostly there's no stoves. It's an induction heater. It's a hot plate. That's fine. Fine. But I don't need a kitchen. That's fine. I need a washing machine. I need an air conditioner. And I need a place where it's worth the huge amount of money that I have to put down. But it's not. I don't understand. These are like low quality places for high prices and exorbitant deposits. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can have a 10 million won deposit on a 2-bedroom apartment with a 1.5 million won a month rent when it looks like a death shack. I can't, and it's at the top of a hill. Like, I can't imagine, and there's no air conditioner and no washing machine, and the landlord lives in the building with you. And they say no black people are allowed to live there. Like, why are you charging that much for a racist, shitty house? Like, I truly, how could you have the audacity? Like, I can't. And what kind of real estate agent would list that online? That's insane. Like, I can't imagine being that stupid that you would think that that's an acceptable thing to do. Like, I can't. That's insane. It's so expensive. Everything is so expensive. I have to plug in my phone. It's dying. It's like up front, it's incredibly, incredibly difficult to be able to move, even if I don't have a pet. It's hard to find a place that I can afford in an area that matches the needs that I have. Because the needs that I have is I need to be able to get to my job within maybe 20 minutes by subway. I'm hoping 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. That doesn't, I don't think that's an insane thing to ask for. I'm an hour away from my work right now. That's awful. I don't want to be that far away from work anymore. I can't my work starts at 5. I have to leave by 3:30. I can't do anything in the morning unless I wake up early, which I can't really do because I have to get home by 11:30 p.m. And then I have to eat something at 11:30. I can't go to bed before 1 o'clock. Because I have to like offset everything so late. So I can't get up early and do stuff. My sleep schedule is off by like a third of the day. So it's so weird. And I can't be doing that. If I get off work at 10 p.m., I want to be home by 10:45. And like that's it. And I can't I need at least a bus ride available within 30 minutes. Bus ride plus walk to bus stop from home to work, whether it be by foot, by bus, by subway, all three, whatever. Total commute time 30 minutes max. I don't want any more time than that, and it's extremely difficult to find something like that in a place that allows that is a dog friendly place. And because Itaewon is one of the most foreigner and dog friendly places, and I want to live in a place that's going to be safe for the dog, but I can't live in a place that's going to be safe for the dog if it's not going to let me have enough time to care for the dog. Because I need to be home in the middle of the day. I need to be home with this dog as much as possible. I need to make sure that this dog is safe. I need to make sure that I have the energy to take care of this dog and walk this dog and be awake with this dog and be present with this dog during the day and after work. I need to make sure of that. The problem is I can't do that if I live so far away from my house. Or if I live so far away from my work. And I can't. I don't know what I'm going to do. This is like what I've been dealing with. It's really annoying. Because I don't want to live really far away from everything. But I don't want to live really in a place that's not going to be good for the dog. I need to tweeze my eyebrows because I can feel the new hairs growing in. That's what I'm messing with. I keep picking at them. But there's one right here that's like, I can feel it and I really don't like it. My eyeliner is not even either. My eyes are a different shape. And I've noticed when I'm putting on eyeliner that it becomes really obnoxious. They're like a different shape altogether. I just need to add more right here. Make it more rounded. But it's like the end of the day. I'm like, everything's done. It's over. Like, I'm done. I ruined it. I already, like, didn't have the right eyeliner on. I don't know. I'm just having a lot of stress. Just got a lot going on. I haven't even like talked to any real estate agents or anything. I'm just, it's too much. I can't, like, I don't have the money to move. I don't have the money to do it. Because they're asking for so much. These deposits are insane. They're crazy. Like, I'm overwhelmed and I haven't even started the process. It's so much money up front. I can't do it. It's like, I can't. This eyeliner looks really bad. The shape is wrong. They're not the same at all. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah, today's been kind of rough. It was a good day, but it was also like not a good day. It's a good day, but it was a day of a lot of stress. I don't know why I can't just like act normal around people. Like, I can feel myself acting different around people, but I don't know why. I can't like be myself. It's like if you think about blinking, you won't be able to do it naturally. Because you'll think about it. It's like, it's something that you should do naturally and instinctively, but you think about it and you can't do it, you know? And I think about being a person and I can't do it naturally anymore. And I don't know how I'm supposed to fix that. it's hard because I'm like, ruining chances with friends, with possible friends. That I know I would get along with, because I just can't be a normal person. And people don't give you second chances. So I don't know what to do about that. It's just really like exhausting to deal with. So it makes you not want to do social stuff anymore. Is my makeup gonna go everywhere? I don't like wipe all my makeup off. Okay. Like, I'm kind of tired of being alone. Not really having any friends. But I don't like know how to make them. Because every time I meet someone, I mess it up. By being like weird and not normal. It's not like my personality. Like, I am weird naturally, that's fine, but it's not like an oh bad weird. Like I'm like okay weird, but I'm not showing that kind of weird. I'm showing like way too intense, way too talkative, super self-deprecating weird, and I can't stop myself. I know what I'm doing wrong, but I can't fix it. I can't fix it. I don't know I don't know what to do. And it sucks because I can like feel the social situation going downhill and I can't fix it. Because if I talk too much, then people get upset and they're like, oh, you talk too much. Okay, cool. But if I don't talk, then nobody talks. And then it's awkward. And then I can feel that they're being awkward. Because they don't like it when I'm there. They don't like my company. And so it's like they don't have anything to talk about with me. So it's like, okay. And then they feel obligated to talk. And then I'm not talking very much when I respond because I'm trying to limit how much I'm talking. And then they're like, oh, she's not interested in talking about that subject. And then I switch to a different subject. It's not like gauging interest correctly. And like, I don't know how to communicate normally. I don't have an in the middle situation. I have only talkative or not. Talkative or 2 or 3 word answers. And then responding with a question, bouncing it back at the other person. Like, I don't know how to like have a normal I don't know that balance that you're supposed to have. And today there was someone that I think was really annoyed with me and didn't like me. Tolerated me. It's also hard being... Sorry, there's like eyeliner in my eye. It's also hard being like an American, the only American in a group, because you're automatically at a disadvantage socially because everybody fucking hates you because you're American. And I agree. They should hate us because we're American, because we're fucking awful. America's horrible. And we're raised to be that way. That's why it's horrible. That's the problem. And even if you know that, it's still frustrating. It's still contentious. It still breeds animosity. It's artificially farmed animosity between the countries. Well, between America and then everybody else. And I can't, it's so frustrating because I'm not good at social situations already. And then when I'm the only odd one out there because I'm American and I'm trying so hard to be like treated like a normal person, but I'm already like neurodivergent. So I'm already not comfortable. I'm already unable to read social cues. And I'm already treated like I'm stupid. Now they're also all judging me because I'm American. And they're like, well, yeah, of course she's a dumb piece of garbage who's an idiot because she's American. She's not that way because she is neurodivergent. She's not that way because she doesn't understand the social cues. She's not that way because we're not saying what we're thinking and what we really mean, and we're being really like sneaky, and we're not telling her, we're just pretending, we're just like sneaky and lying. No, she's being that way because she's stupid, because she's American. Like, it's like really frustrating because it's not that. If you don't want to talk about something, tell me. I'm not reading your social cues because I'm neurodivergent. I don't know what your social cues are. If you look at each other and you both know that that means you want to change the subject, I don't know that. It doesn't matter what country you're from. We could all be from America, and you two could know that cue, and I won't. I've had that problem with American people. I don't know social cues of any country. I will not know them. I do not know them. I cannot know them. It is not something that my brain can understand. Imaginary numbers, negative numbers, time, objects that I'm not looking at, and social cues. Those are things I do not have a mental grasp on and cannot have a mental grasp on. I don't care about them. I don't care about them, and I'm not going to try to learn them anymore. I'm not going to concern myself with them anymore. I'm not going to kill myself over them anymore. It's not something I need to understand. Because it's not something I should have to, like, beat myself up over. It's just something I'm not built to understand. And that should be understood by other people. But I guess somehow people who are born with the ability to process empathy choose not to use it. Because they're disrespectful. Whatever. These people today were nice. I think one girl really didn't like me, and she wasn't going to say anything. I know I bothered her a lot. I know I pissed her off. Like, I know I messed up a lot of the social situations. I'm a grown adult. Why can't I do this? Why can't I talk to people? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. I need to get over it. I need to move on. It was a good day aside from that. It was a good day. It was a good day. It was a good day. I was just emotional, and I'm just tired, and it's just a lot to handle. It's like the first social event I had in almost 2 years. So, of course it was going to go badly. It's fine. You don't ride well when you get back on the horse after 2 years of not riding horses. You don't, your first ride is not going to be good. It takes a while to get used to it again, I mean, if you give up after that first one back, then you'll never get good again. I say that knowing full well I'm not ever going to hang out with anyone again. Well, it's been a little over an hour, so I think that's enough for me to get something out of it. Might be kind of a sad one today. Very sunburned. Very burned. Very burned. There's so much stuff on my table. Oh my god. Oh, can you see my computer? I'm watching YouTube. Where's up? What's up? Watching YouTube. I will try to be more consistent with my filming and uploading and editing. I'll try to get all the old ones out quickly, so that I can start doing the new ones, or the current ones, and I'll try to be filming them more frequently, and I'll try to figure out some more editing stuff. I'll try to do some more interesting things. I want to do some I want to do some stuff about what I did in the week. I want to try to make it shorter. I want to try to make the videos a bit shorter but more interesting. Or maybe if I do make them 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I want to make them more interesting. And I want to add less of just me rambling and more of me going over the week or whatever. Maybe I can kind of script it out a little bit, or have talking points of what I did that week. And if I don't have pictures or footage or something from what I did, I could at least include pictures, photos of, let's say for example I go to Coex Mall or something. I could if I don't take pictures when I go to the mall. That's ridiculous, just wild behavior. Usually you're just going to the mall for shopping. I could get a picture of Coex Mall from online and put it on there or something, you know, whatever. I don't know. Or just whatever. Or like I could take selfies or something and put that on there. I don't know. I could do something interesting, whatever. I'm shaking so much. I want to do something like that. I want to do something a little bit more interesting than the super, super long ones that I've been putting out. I want to switch up the style a little bit. I don't know. I have to learn how to edit, which is annoying. I'm gonna have to free up some time on weekends and make that my weekend activity. Is my lip swollen? Yeah. What happened? I don't know. I'm allergic to something. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah, this coming week, I'm gonna try to do something interesting. I'll start it with Sunday, today. Yeah. I'll start with Sundays, and then I'll go to Saturdays, and that'll be the weekly format. And I'll try to at least make one of those a week. And if I don't do anything on those days, I'll just put that it was like a usual like day where I was just like, you know, teaching, you know, working, chilling, whatever. Anything usual, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. I'm probably gonna go to bed after that. Maybe I'll edit a video. I don't know. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye bye.